Does it not?
Does it not?
Does.
Maybe it's...
Take it back.
Vad hade vi?
Shake it back.
The volume.
It's
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
It's
maybe,
around.
yeah, I think it's
I
actually...
think that's good.
We're good.
Yep.
We are good.
Maybe someone lowered the volume. Now it sounds like I'm talking inside my own head.
Cool.
It's like like that. That's the weird thing about podcasting. You know, you talk into a microphone and hear your own voice inside your head, which is weird.
Yeah,
but
so
then
maybe we should podcast without the headphones.
Okay, not touching. What? Yeah, they had a party here, didn't they? Motherfuckers.
They moved our stuff.
Yep. The whole table seems so unstable.
Huh. Unstable
table.
That's a thing now.
Straight circle.
Oh my god.
Straight circle.
Yeah. Like trying to make new puns when the joke is already done.
Pam. I don't know.
See, you just did it. That's what I mean. This is our brains now, people.
Brain is sludge. Okay. See a little man on the mirror there. What mirror where?
Yeah, what mirror where?
Mirror.
Mirror.
Spelled mirror.
Welcome back to another episode of the Sketchbook Heroes with me, Robert.
And me, Ilias.
Oh my god! I did it!
That is so weird. So weird to like wait for your name.
We're upside down. It's upside down world.
Inside out.
Inside out. Down. Yeah.
Return to me. Yep. Took a hiatus last week because...
we needed it.
Yep. We've just had too much fun for too long that I'm still suffering from said fun.
Well, at least we made it out today.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I did have like a minor anxiety attack yesterday thinking about having to come in today to do it. And just like, oh my God.
I guess that could be, because this week's topic is going to be around sort of like what we learned from Comic-Con. How it went. I hate everything. Yeah. So we're going to talk about working too much, Comic-Con learnings, and kind of like the current state of us.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean,
which is probably going to be like relatable to a lot of you when it comes to creative endeavors and when you push yourself too far.
And I think most people just in this time of the year, just in general, it's a low sort of time for a lot of people, especially after 2 years of not doing anything as well. So yeah, that's going to be today's episode.
Whoop, whoop.
Feel pumped, people. way to sell it in.
Mm-hmm. But besides that, though, the Discord is so awesome. Like people,
I wouldn't know.
No, but the thing is, I haven't contributed shit.
Yeah.
I just mean that the people that hang on the Discord are awesome.
Yeah. You are the best people on the planet, or on our Discord.
On our Discord.
Yeah.
On that planet.
On that planet. And welcome to Eric Feldman.
Yeah.
The legend of dart throwing himself is now part of the coolest part of the internet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But also, I just want to say big thanks to everyone supporting each other on the Discord. You know, we all have our lows, our highs, and it's nice that we can, have both sides of the spectrum. So celebrate the victories and kind of support each other when we are at our lowest.
Yes. And you do that so well. And, yeah, it's amazing. But even supporting us today, like...
Oh, yeah, that was surprising.
When you posted that we weren't releasing an episode this past week. Yeah.
Past week.
And just seeing, like, everybody writing, oh, no, like, you should take care of yourself. Oh, my God, that's so brave of you, or whatever. Like,
yeah. Nah.
Stupid people.
Just you fools.
Fools.
Thank you, Max, Underverket, for letting us record in this little bunker.
Without the Christmas tree.
No, it's right there behind the thing.
Oh, good.
It's behind the drapery.
Another panic attack. Where's the Christmas tree? Somebody changed.
We have Christmas all year around here.
Yeah.
The gift of the Christmas tree. Shut up. Moving on!
Artists of the world unite. Step out of your comfort zone into the danger zone.
So how you been?
Yeah, that's basically the episode. Let's just not talk about.
You've had like a full week of.
It does not help.
Recoup.
Like, there is no recoup.
No, so
I pushed it too far. Like I went too far.
You went too far.
Exactly.
Nice. Yeah.
So now it's all just episode stuff. Like I have nothing. Like I've done nothing.
So yeah, we're covering
except get my ass handed to me in Mario Kart. My daughter is so good at Mario Kart that it's like annoyingly, wow, I hate losing.
Yeah.
And it gets worse, and she taunts me.
Of course.
And
she's your kid.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I hate it.
You've taught her well.
And now I just we were playing like the last game we played, it was so even. Like she won every other race up to this point, but it's the last race. And we're so close. I'm first place. She's second place. She's first place. I'm second place. All this, and then I'm first place all the time.
Yeah.
And she beats me. She beats me so fucking extraordinarily that I stand up, or no, I don't stand up, but I just curse the worst thing I could have said in front of kids, and both my kids died. They laughed so hard. And it's all in good fun. Even when I said it in a way, but I didn't reflect on it because I wouldn't have said that in front of my kids. And I just screamed it. I'm not even going to say what it is. I'm so but it's basically, I just, they died. They laughed so hard.
So at least you're entertaining your family.
Exactly, by losing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
So annoying. I'm trying to relax and try to sort of get to a place where I don't feel tired and dead inside.
Mm-hmm.
And my kids are taunting me and killing me at Mario Kart.
Just move out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to just live
Airbnb.
in the garage. Yeah. No,
yeah.
just the garage, and then just
it's
build a little wall.
Little
I'll
fort.
just blast my music in there Oh man.
Play Mario Kart yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I don't need you.
See, I won again.
Against the last person. No, but I haven't done anything. I've watched Arcane. That's what I've done. So we'll talk about that at the end.
Yeah, that's going to be a thing. Yeah. I had a visitor from overseas for the first time in forever. So, my good old buddy Paul from Lego came over to, it was supposed to be fun and entertaining, but I was so exhausted, so I just felt like the biggest bore ever, and just I don't know how many times I excused myself for being I'm sorry, I'm so fucking tired and boring. I just felt like I sucked.
But he's old. You were come on, old man.
Yeah, but he had so much more energy than I did, which is horrible. He's doing exercises and stuff.
A racist.
Yeah, definitely. No. No, but that was fun, and it sort of marked the last thing that I've had planned for this year, but it's also been going on since the first day of Inktober. So from the first day of October until last week, I've been constantly having something to do, and it's just been killing me so extremely. I really my whole body aches. I feel the inside of me is so sort of the wires are all wrong and stuff. Everything feels off. Feeling a mild depression creeping in. Anxiety is so close all the time. The temper, all again, going into what we're gonna they're going to be talking about this. But looking past that, just really nice to actually get friends in from overseas and chill out a bit. And,
see people that you couldn't see before.
Exactly. And I mean, he brings me Lego. I give him tattoos, which is fair trade, I guess. Actually, like I started crying because of the amount of Lego he gave me. It was just like, it was so overwhelming. But he's been saving up for like 2 years. It's like, dude, I was supposed to come here 2 years ago. This is just stuff that I've like accumulated these last years. It's just like, dude, it's too much. Again, just so exhausted. So like even getting Lego was too much.
Emotional.
Yeah. I just broke. Also, yes, very drunk, but still broke. It was sad. It was very sad.
Brunk.
Yeah, very
Brunken.
Yeah. No, but yeah, that's what I've done. Also Arcane. Yeah.
Yeah, that dude. That look on your face, priceless. The best.
I'm like, is it the hemorrhoids or is it just you?
It's both.
Both a pain in my ass. That is what it is.
Your hemorrhoids have my face on them. Hey, what's up? Edit the edit. Edit the edit. Ileroids. No, let's move on.
Yeah.
Ileroids.
So yeah,
cool.
We're
going straight from Robert's ass into today's topic.
Exactly, which is more or less the same thing. Let's start with the fun stuff.
I was going to say the exact same thing.
Good.
Let's start with the actual experience.
Yes. So Comic-Con, we actually got to work together with Matthias. All three of us.
Not impressed.
No, I mean, he was good support. He got coffee, you know. He was great.
He was great at coffee.
Yeah. No, it was really cool being like the three of us in one booth doing
booth stuff.
Booth stuff. But the experience of working at a Comic-Con, first time for me, and no, I had a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And the first day was really stressful for me, and again, like being so stressed from everything that I'd done before, it was just like, fuck, I can't be fucked doing this. But Saturday, when it started going really well and stuff, you know, it's like, yes, it is worth it. Like it actually is. And then from then on, it was just go, and so much fun riffing off each other and like sort of messing with each other and everybody that's trying to buy stuff from everybody, and just fucking with everybody. Loved it. What did you feel?
No, dude. Like, I've done this once before, and it was epic then. Like,
but that was Artist Alley?
Yes, it was. But it was at a better spot.
Yeah.
With a lot more, like, they built the place so that you would walk past the Artist Alley.
Because it didn't feel like Artist Alley when I came to visit you guys.
It
didn't. Really felt like your own booth.
Yeah. And also it was sort of like, it was with other cool shit, which it wasn't this year.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this year, they just put everyone in the corner.
Yeah.
And it felt super empty on that side. You know what I mean?
It was so dead.
It was so
very
dead.
sad. Like, I don't know if it was because of people not going there or if it was the artists not engaging with people so they wouldn't go there. Like,
I don't know. Like, I really don't know what caused it. I think last year I had a spot just like we had this year, but I was facing the big like the, what do you call it, the walkway, the middle,
the
like
runway, I guess.
Yeah, the one of the big ones, you know, closer
like
to
the stage, I guess, because it is the only part that is kind of a stage.
Yeah, exactly. But I was facing, like, if you came from that side, from the stage side, you could see a big Zelda painting that I put up high.
Perfect.
You know? So people saw it from afar.
Plus very colorful and
it was
shiny,
crazy colorful. So people were like, oh, I saw that from like far away, and I just had to look, you know. So we had a spot that was excellent.
Yeah.
It didn't go as well this year, but I didn't prepare anything. So, you know, like, and for that, like, even with that, it went really well.
Yeah.
Like,
and we'll dive in a little bit more to that.
But all in all, though, like, it was a great experience, you know, like, just hanging out with friends. Everything is on your own terms, you know, like we did whatever we wanted to do to the booth. We you know, we just hung out basically. Like there were no like you have to do this or that or like
it was just like I'm gonna go for a walk. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. Exactly. And then people would like, oh, there are some people that they'll come back. They want to talk to you. You know.
Yeah.
So in that sense, like it was the easiest work ever.
Yeah. Like, and also so nice to just be around a lot of people again.
And also be around the kind of people that like what we do.
Yeah.
And, like we all like the same stuff.
You don't have to filter your speech. You can just
No.
talk normal and they understand. And it's like most of them are so much geekier than we are. So they're speaking Klingon. And you're like, what are you saying?
Is that Lord of the Rings, bro?
Yeah. But yeah, just so cool. And really feeling that community being as tight as it is as well. Just geeks in general.
But everyone's so kind as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's all good fun, all with love for anything geeky. And I think that's our biggest strength, is that we are so wide in our geekdom, that we do so many different things. Like, we don't focus in on just the one, but we play video games, we play role-playing games, we play, like, we've tried LARPing, we've tried, like, pretty much everything. We have a little bit of a knowledge and feel for, which makes us just so easy to talk to, and you can communicate with.
But I think also,
everybody.
like, even when we don't know something, there's a genuine interest. Yeah. So you're like, ooh, tell me more about that.
Yeah.
I'm going to check that out, and then
Yeah,
you never do
exactly.
because you forget. But still, there is, like, as far as the people you talk to, we come across as genuine in that sense that we care because it is nerdy stuff.
I hope so, at least. Like, because
I just pretend that they care and
of course.
like
Hide
it.
behind your
So,
beard.
exactly. I'm just like, I'm really interested underneath the beard.
Yeah.
No, this is just top stuff.
Yeah,
like that. Inside, I'm really happy for you and everything you're saying.
I actually said I love you in Wookiee. That's why.
Exactly. Yeah. And then you have to do this.
Yes, that's how tired we are. Okay. Yeah. Don't laugh too much.
You keep talking. I'm just gonna take a quick nap.
Everything.
I'm hearing everything you're saying, even if my eyes are closed and you're hearing.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
All right. So, but all in all, really fun.
Yeah.
And again, thanks, Maddie, for like
Dude.
hooking us up and making or
For taking
inviting
care
us.
of everything that was boring.
Yeah.
Like tablecloth,
Tablecloth, chairs
chairs that were super expensive.
that we didn't use. Well,
That we didn't use, but
that I used. Yes.
but we did
utilize them.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But we also
And that was Maddie's idea too.
yeah, Maddie's smart.
Maddie is smart.
But
Smart.
the he's a smart.
Shop smart. Shop S smart.
He's
Yeah.
smart.
This
Funny.
is my boomstick. Okay,
but
let's go.
yes, moving on from the Evil Dead
Yeah.
and going straight to the other dead.
Maddie.
Us. No, but super appreciative that Maddie was there.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
always like
But
so fucking nice.
And such a positive energy.
Yeah, always.
Even if he probably was equally as tired as us.
Yeah, but you know,
But you
don't
did not
know.
see that at all. And just always so pumped and hype.
Yeah.
And just, yeah.
But he woke up at like 4 a.m. He was like,
oh, he was
Comic
excited.
Con! I did not wake up. I was like, I woke
yeah.
up, the alarm woke me up, and I was like, no,
Yeah.
kill me, Maddie. Just do it.
He's like, remember
Sharp
that
ending.
Inktober post I did?
Yeah.
That was just a dot. Ha 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 ha. That's Maddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Son
Fuck
of
you.
a bitch. Fuck
Yeah.
you. Love you, but I hate you.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was also the same. I'm like, dude, I just did a fucking thing last weekend. I'll be in like half an hour before we start. We don't need more time. It's fine.
Yeah, fuck. I was done with everything. Like prepping for Comic-Con, I did not. On Thursday, the day before, I was done with work and I could okay, let's do Comic-Con stuff. So I scanned all the images super badly for 3 hours. Or 1 hour was spent just installing the software.
Woohoo!
And then 2 hours was printing it or scanning it. So boring. Not going to use any of them, I think. We'll see, though.
Next Comic-Con.
Next Comic-Con.
Now you prep.
Yeah, fuck,
Yeah.
no. The scans were so bad because of the toned paper and everything. It just does not come across. And all the fine gradients and shit, dude. It's not great. Maybe I can move some sliders in Photoshop and edit them a bit, and maybe they'll look good, but they weren't great. But we'll see. We'll see.
If you ever do anything more with it, that's at least a base for.
I have something. Yeah. I have them. They were at least scanned in 600 DPI or something. So
yeah. Yeah.
But they
then I
weren't
understand
great,
why
but
it took long as well.
Yeah, but it didn't actually it didn't take long. You know why it took long? Because I have the printer downstairs and I have to run up and down.
What?
I tried doing it,
Wow.
in a good way, but no, there was just the running up and down the stairs to do it. So that's why it took longer.
So you got to work out as well.
Because otherwise the scans took like, let's say 30 seconds to a minute at most. Like I think 30 seconds is more honest, like how long it took for it to scan them.
Yeah.
And not like my old scanner that took forever. But that was my preparation. And then I just took all the sketches, dumped them in a folder, and I brought them with me.
Genius. And it worked so well.
So I'm so surprised it worked. Like the first day I actually paid for everything.
Yeah.
Like
that, yeah.
And it started slow. Like we started and we were like, okay, this is cool. We're going to stand here. But we were surrounded by awesome stuff. We had the toy guy. We had the Fria Ligan that has, Simon Stålenhag books and shit. Like all the cool stuff. And we had some toy store like just behind the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, we had everything.
And we had everything. We had the candy slushies. Yeah.
So it was a lot of people sort of going past our booth. And I think a lot of people they might have walked past, but were a little bit interested and was like, well, I'm going to come back to see what that is.
Come back this way, yeah. And they did.
And they did, yeah. So that was really nice. But for me, the Friday was really slow. And I was so tired as well.
Oh, dude, I was so dead. I was just happy that it felt like a day off for me.
Yeah.
Because I had been working, like a lot to try to get because after Inktober, everything I do feels like it takes double the fucking time that it would normally.
Yeah.
And I'm still there. I'm like sludge.
Yeah. Same.
So whatever I'm doing at work, it's just like so slow. And you start get like self-conscious about it. And you get stressed and the anxiety kicks in and you have to like show something every day, like, oh, I did this yesterday. You can't just like, I didn't do shit.
Yeah.
Unless, you have a reason and that's fine. Nobody cares. But you can't do that every day. Like, oh, I felt really bad today. I didn't do anything. And then you keep doing that every day. That doesn't work.
But for that reason, I think it was good to have Comic-Con as well.
So good. I took the day off on Friday and it's just like, I'm just going to stand here. This is a job. Yeah. This is my job now. Like,
and that was also for me being at Comic-Con and not Ink Bash, which was the weekend earlier, because Ink Bash is you have to continuously work.
Yeah,
you're out there mingling, but then you have to bring people in and tattoo them. Mm-hmm. So it's like a lot of work, and you have to be so like.
And you have
pumped.
to like. You have to also talk to them and lube them up, oh, yeah, I can do that for you, blah, blah, blah. like try to get them interested as well.
Yeah.
Like, so
it is really combining my day job with a convention. That's exactly what it is. I mean, it says itself, more or less. But Comic-Con, I just printed up some posters and then
you just
stood there.
Dude, we just stood there. We sang songs. We had fucking, like the first day we learned that, okay, we went around, we looked at Artist Alley, we looked at other booths, and we were like, okay, everyone just sits down and just looks tired.
And like ignores people more or less.
Like there's a lot of introverts working behind booths as well.
Yeah.
So we said like, let's not use the chairs.
Yeah.
Let's just stand up. Mm-hmm. And then we had the music from your iPad on the first day.
Yeah.
And then Matthias was
we could only hear
we could hear it, but we fucking sing loud.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that it didn't really matter. And then we learned that, okay, standing up brings up the energy of the booth.
Yeah.
People laugh when they pass by, like they notice, they get interested. The second day, Matthias brought his little like JBL boombox,
which
like
was
little
great.
Speaker, which was even better.
Yeah, it just boosted everything. Like our energy just went like rip.
But dude, just like when Sweet Home Alabama played, or Journey, Eye of the Tiger, like all these things, like
Black Betty,
like we went nuts.
Yeah,
and people were like people passed by, and while we were singing and drumming with the pens and stuff, like people were like, oh, that's funny, like I like that song, or like that's cool,
like getting a little high five here and there, or like people.
And I think not using the chairs was one of our smartest things.
Yeah, but then actually utilizing the chairs, because
to prop up the art.
Yeah, because that was the whole idea. Maddie was like, oh, let's just use the chairs and bring your poster forward. And you guys really pushed me to do that.
Yeah, because they were cool on the wall, but you couldn't see them because of the plastic glass that you didn't notice.
No, I totally missed that.
It had like this film over it. Yeah, protective film.
Matted film. Now they look great. Of course.
And the lighting was garbage there as well.
Yeah, it was good in the beginning, and then they shut it off for some reason.
And then they turned it back on again, and then it was so weird.
But then, so I just brought the posters forward onto the chairs
where people could see them up close, like really close.
Yeah, so that was like the big centerpiece.
I think that changed everything.
Yeah. And,
it was terrible. Like booth-wise, it looked garbage.
Yeah.
But
people
sales-wise, people got to see them. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was really good. So thanks, guys.
No worries.
And but also utilizing that energy to like, okay, we're not going to be sitting down, so let's not get tired because.
But I didn't feel tired until I sat down.
Yeah,
like
same,
I think
same.
On Friday when me and Maddie left, and we were like, okay, let's grab something to eat. When we sat down, just crashed. Yeah. And it was fine until we stood up.
Yeah.
Like once we stood up and just had to walk back to the booth and everything, you get some energy back. But the sitting, like I'm so happy we didn't, because I just crashed immediately. Like it was like all that pent up energy just like went down. Yeah, just like dispersed immediately. While we were like sitting there, we were like, oh my God, I am so tired. Like I could never be. Whatever we've been doing up to this point, I could never do sitting. Like, no. Like,
how would you even do that? Like, I don't know how it can be that pump if you're. It's just and everybody's also kind of looking down at you. It just feels weird.
And as soon as you look, like for example, I was drawing live, on the what do you call it?
Recycling
bin. Yeah, for like cans, soda cans, and we just stole that. By the way,
we didn't steal it. It was there.
It was right there.
Yeah, we just took it.
So I used that as a podium to draw on, and
so smart.
Dude, I was so grateful it was there because it was high enough for me not to have to crouch over.
But I think that drew a lot of people in as well.
From the corner, because I put it so that they would see it somewhat.
But also like seeing you draw it in real life and then having the work
all the sketches
beside it, and it's the same thing, and it's not digital, it's you actually drawing with.
I did not expect, I expected someone to buy one because they saw it on Instagram, but I think the people that bought the most were people that had never seen my stuff before.
They just assumed it was something really famous. So
maybe, I don't know what the fuck they thought.
No,
but it's super grateful. Super
genius.
grateful.
And it is like the work does speak for itself. It doesn't have to be a famous IP. You've made it into an IP. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's awesome stuff. You should just fucking own it, dude.
No, it was fun. It was really fun. It was such a, like I said, I think Saturday, since I was doing a lot of stuff, my kids came there, like I dressed up as Spider-Man because my son was Venom. I did not plan on dressing up this year. And then our friends from the Swedish podcast, Nördigt, were there. And they are, they're called Nerdy. And they just talk about, all the geeky stuff from comics to games to film.
They are proper nerds.
Yeah. And they swung by the booth and they were like, oh, dude, you want to swing by the live studio later and just do something fun with Spider-Man? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I was running around. I did that, It
was full on.
Yeah. And it just the Spider-Man suit just turned into more work, and then I ended up meeting all the Marvel cosplayers. Cosplayers. And then I ended up in a photo shoot with them. And then I had to run from that to the studio thing. And I was interviewed as Spider-Man on the Comic-Con live stream. And then I came back to the booth and it was 2 hours left. I was like, what? And I did manage to sell a little on Saturday, but I think most of it happened on Sunday again. So Friday was really good. Saturday, because I was missing most of the time, not that good.
Oh, but it was still so many people just standing and looking at your stuff. So it's still without sort of the star power of you and you actually drawing there live, it still draws people in. So you are definitely on to something. If Instagram wasn't enough of a proof that your concept is awesome. When people see it live, it's even cooler. Yeah,
that was really cool. And a lot of people asked, these aren't prints? I was like, no, these are the originals that I've made. And that's why I'm drawing here, just to prove that this is actually something that I do.
Yeah.
So I thought that I would sort of enforce how traditional these are, because my prices were so much higher than anyone else's. I felt like shame, like, sure, they're originals and you should sell them. And I think that's going to bring us to like next week's episode about the art side of business, or the business side of art, or whatever the fuck we're going to call it. But
selling yourself.
Yeah, exactly. But just seeing the business side of your artwork, basically, and trying to sort of love that. But because being there kind of just reignited that, thinking. Because as soon as you have like your art on display, you feel like vulnerable. You want to sort of like lower your prices to kind of meet the demand, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't really have to do shit. And it was like a lot of good like things to sort of like start thinking about again, because we haven't had any fucking conventions. You haven't had to face anyone face to face asking you, what is the price of this?
No, exactly.
So you on the spot, like I had my prices set, but I just like, it still felt like, holy shit, like look someone in the eye and tell them what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was weird. Like, but it felt like,
I mean, it is in the beginning, I think, but then you get into it too.
No. Once, after a few sells, like it was fine.
Because
it was just
like,
the first
if
ones.
you don't want it, you don't want it.
Yeah,
like,
you don't want it. Yeah,
this
that's
is
fine.
just my price.
Yeah. But it was awesome. Like, it was really nice.
And I experimented a little bit with the pricing. So
I stuck with mine.
For me, it was it was so hectic just getting all the prints together. Like pretty much what you did with all of your stuff, I did the morning before the Comic-Con.
That was good. Planning is good.
But I had planned and I sent everything in a week in advance, but then the fucking printer broke in the printer place and they had to outsource the prints to a different print shop, and they didn't have the same paper, so I couldn't get the same finish, and like on and on and on it went, and it was just so hectic. And will they be able to finish it before?
Yeah.
Like I was stressing my ass off and still having to work, and it was just like,
I think that was the worst, having to work.
Yeah, because that's like, I can't take time and go and print somewhere else and get it done. I have to still manage all of this stuff. But somehow they managed to pull it all together, and I didn't get the finish that I wanted, but it still looked good enough to sell. And then started off with a kind of a really high price, and then went a little bit lower, kept that for over a day, and then on the last day tried to sort of because I wanted to get rid of the last ones.
Yeah, you don't want stock.
It's like, just like, because when would I ever sell those?
Yeah, we don't have conventions enough for it to cover the whole year, but I think the Star Wars stuff, like, you don't want to sell that online either. Like, Comic-Con is one of those places where you can get away with some fan art.
Exactly.
Because it's all just like a fan art junk, like, what do you call it? Like Jerkfest. Yeah. Basically, that's what Comic-Cons are, Like, it's just a fucking homage to, like, everything you love, fandom.
Exactly.
Like, it's all about fucking fandom. So
yeah, and that's why I was like, I'll only do this limited run of these prints for this one event.
And now you have some Christmas gifts left over.
No, nobody's getting these. But it was kind of fun just experimenting with the pricing to see, okay, where does it really sting for me to put the price label? And that was the first day, and that was way too high. Next day, it was like, well, this is kind of a good price point to make them feel more.
I don't remember. What did I sell my paintings last year?
Wasn't it
2,500
or 400?
No, I think it was 5. I would never do 400.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's too little at 100.
Yeah.
No, I think 2,500 was the set price. I thought of, like, dude, what we talked about, like, lowering the price. I thought about it, but then, Saturday morning, I was out of paintings. I was like,
yeah. And that was really
okay,
because that was the weirdest thing, really.
It was so weird. It was like,
I sold 2 posters on the Friday.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, is this
it?
Is this the like the tempo that they're gonna be sold off in? I'm gonna come home with the equal amount of fucking posters because I'm probably gonna buy something as well. But and then the Saturday morning, it was just like pop.
Saturday morning for you started off crazy.
Yes.
I sold like on the Saturday, what did I sell? I think I only sold at the very end. I sold like one thing.
But it did feel like you sold
No,
continuously.
No,
It was-
no. I sold something in the morning and one in the evening.
But
No. Sorry, I only sold in the evening on Saturday because I wasn't there.
Yeah.
And then this lady came and she bought one of the expensive ones. The boat.
Yeah, the boat.
The boot.
The boot. But yeah, so having sort of just a little bit lower than the highest price point to make them feel like more limited in what they actually were, because there were only 10 of them in this world. But it just made it feel really, really great as a payoff. And then I lowered the price from 1,800 Swedish crowns to 1,300. So with 500 crown or $50 discount. And nobody bought it. It was just so weird.
Should have just raised it again.
Yeah, I should have. And then I was like, all right, so I'll just lower it a little bit more for the last part of the convention, and did a few sort of special deals with if you buy 2, you get it for a special price, and somebody bought 4 and they got a little bit of a special price.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was actually, that was a great sort of learning thing to just keep in mind for future conventions.
I think having different price points was what made my original sketches work. Having the cheap pile, the 500 pile, like the $50 pile, the $100 pile, and the $150 pile.
Yeah.
Because these are just sketches that once they're done, they're garbage to me, basically.
Yeah.
Like I don't really care. They're just like, I have photos of them. They've already been posted online. I don't care. So I just put them in a drawer somewhere, and just like putting these 3 different
price points.
Yeah, and
but also for you to really be able to display all of them as well, which was great that you had that full table too.
But that table was the tiny table, and I tried getting as many of them. I only got, I think it was like 5 on each row, so 15 total maybe.
Yeah.
Oh no, we had the Sketchbook Hero sign in the middle. I didn't want to cover that.
Yeah.
But it was like it was nice. Like I'm really appreciative that I got that smaller table to just like try to put them in a good way, because I put them in these like plastic what do you call it, sleeves? Yeah, and they looked garbage in them. So I was like, okay, some of the cheaper ones I'll just put as they are, because I don't really care if they get smashed,
Yeah.
And I'll just have them in the front so people can see what they actually look like without the cover, and just so people could feel them, like I don't care if people touch them. So people came up to them and, like did exactly what we don't want people to do.
Yeah.
Finger your art, your originals. But I put some of the like, not the crappy ones, but you got to put something forward. So I put my least favorite in the front, and people liked them, and then I had a pile where it said like flip through $50,
Yeah.
And that pile actually sold really well.
Because it's cheap.
It's cheap.
Within bunny ears.
Within bunny ears. And then people started like, oh, well, I want one from the cheap pile, and then I want that one, so that was how people bought them. And I didn't have like 2 for this or that. I was like, these are originals. There is no like buy one, get one for free.
No.
So I just hoped, because you guys, you were like, I have frames, and Matthias had his, it
was so structured. Everything
he had fucking cards and books and framed fucking paintings, and he put them up. It looked like a fucking living room. I was like, I have paper. That's like, and I just put like a bunch of sketches on a table, like really sloppily, tried to put them in order, and they kept getting messed up. And I was like, son of a bitch. Matthias looked like an actual, like he had like a pile of this book, a pile of that book. Like everything was so well placed and perfect. I was just like, oh my God, why did I say yes to this?
Yeah.
Why did I pay to be here?
And his stuff was really affordable.
Yeah.
And like he had everything
Dude,
on point.
But same thing with your stuff. Your stuff was like if you came from the left side from your side, like your stuff was standing on the chairs covering my stuff. And I was like, they'll see that for the same price. that I'm selling these sketches, and sure, these are original, but they don't care. You know what I mean? Like, you don't understand that people will like understand the difference, between a print and originals. Like, I could just buy the bigger thing for the same money.
Yeah.
That's what I thought people were going to think. And it was a lot of times where they were like, oh, they're cool sketches, and then like Star Wars,
Yeah, but that's also like, I think the strength of our booth was that we covered up such a great area of illustration and art. And
also the
very
energy
distinct
of the booth.
Yeah. That people just wanted to sort of hang around,
yeah.
Even if it was only to listen to some good music. But
No, but some people came by often and just, talked a little and walked off.
Yeah.
One guy, like, he bought, one piece of art, and then he kept getting me energy drinks, for example. He was like, oh, I got it from the booth there, man. No worries. It just gave us, the cans. And it was just fun, like, people really connected with our booth. And then our booth buddies came by. She even bought a piece, because she wrote her own book and everything. She had it on that side.
Yeah, I know. The Dragon Lady.
Yeah, the Dragon Lady. Yeah, and it was just cool, like.
That fucking dragon bit my finger. Like, I almost got mad because it was like, it was too sharp. It nearly like pierced my finger, really.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
she was trying to be funny, and it was just like,
stabby stab.
Feel how sharp his tooth is. And I'm like, yeah. And then she pulls she could control the mouth, and she pulled it super hard. So I was like, what the
no,
fuck?
that's the other lady, though. That was the lady that walked alone.
Right?
Yeah. With the dress.
Exactly.
Yeah, and not her.
Oh, okay.
The other two
the
in the
one.
same.
Yeah.
No, there were two other ones in that same booth.
Oh, okay.
That one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because they were all nice.
They were all nice.
Yes. Yeah. Everybody was super nice.
Because you're talking about the lady that invited us for fika.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you guys went, and it was just weird.
Yeah, and then I went back and just took some coffee.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and talked to like the owner of the actual
said booth.
Yeah. But they were nice, but just a little awkward.
Yeah,
is what it was.
No, but it's the convention of awkwardness, as well. Like, it's people that are sometimes stepping out of their comfort zone, and it just becomes odd, you know. And
But
it's
this
part
is
of
when you're like so grateful that somebody invented the iPhone, so you always have an excuse to just walk away.
Oh shit!
I'm
phone
like,
call.
Wow, hey honey, and Matthias just got up and walked away.
Yeah, he was like, it was awkward. I was like, it was awkward. He was like, shh. I was like, I don't care, Matthias. Also, sound does not travel here.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Dude, we have music blasting.
No, they're all standing on the other side of the wall, just like,
oh,
what are they saying? Are they talking shit about us?
Nah, but the thing was, when I came from afar, I couldn't hear that we had music on.
No.
And then I walked behind the booth, and I'm like,
music.
Yeah, there's music here. So I did not, this is not my first convention. I remember me and William Poker, that has been on this show, we talked, and we were like yelling at each other, basically just trying to hear each other over the people, at the convention, because there was like last year, or like the last time Comic-Con in Sweden was a thing. Like, there were so many people inside, you couldn't walk in the aisles.
Yeah.
Like, it was insane. Like, people were just covering our aisle because there was nowhere to go.
That's
like,
crazy.
They weren't there to buy shit from us. They just covered it because they were trying to get past. Like, they just miscalculated how popular the event would be, so that even the aisles weren't wide enough like they were this year. They were like big fucking aisles.
Yeah.
So they didn't have that last year. Like,
and people were like careful this year as well. It wasn't the same amount of push as the previous years.
And also the aisles were ginormous this year. Yeah. Like, there was like the mat that we had, like the carpet, but then there was like spacing from the carpet to the booths.
Yeah, I know.
Like, we did not have that. We had
that was actually nice.
It was really,
so
really nice.
Breathe.
Yeah, you could walk around this year, and it
going
was still
to get
like
a coffee still took a little bit of a time, but not like it would have.
Yeah, last year it was like you had the celebrity queues, and then you had the cafeteria queues that were crazy busy.
Yeah. That's why I brought my own sandwiches.
Mm-hmm. Very pro. I had Matthias buy me sandwiches.
Yeah, that's also very pro.
Then I bought him food instead.
Yeah.
But it was nice. I
bought you guys sandwiches too.
You did.
Yes, I did.
And I really
appreciate
that.
We bought everybody.
And I had booth gum.
Yes, you did.
The fucking booth gum. Dude, Matthias, why aren't you going to take the gum? I was like, it's booth gum. Like, it has to be here. Like, because if I take it with me, it won't be here. So when he came in the morning, he was drinking coffee on the way in, and then just like, booth gum. Yeah. It sounds like we just like, and then you put it underneath the table.
Save it for later.
Matthias will need this later. Oh man, me and Matthias hunted for coffee on the Saturday morning when your train was late.
Oh yeah. Oh, man,
I just ran around. Oh no, that was Sunday. Sorry, that was Sunday morning. We just couldn't
my
find.
trains were late every day.
And I think the ex-gamer guys, that's where we found caffeine.
Yeah.
Because nothing had opened.
You got the cans. When I came in, you just
we had a couple of cans. Yeah. And yeah. But and then at the end they gave me. I went by there because you remember when we were packing up, they had removed all the trash cans. Mm-hmm. Then I met this Finnish lady. I was like, "Where the fuck are the trash cans?" And then I saw a lady by the trash cans, like folding some shit, and throwing it in. I was like, "That's where they took all the trash cans?" She's like, "They don't want us to throw our stuff. They want us to just take it with us, you know."
Yeah.
Because they don't want to be.
It makes sense.
Yeah, but 100%. I hated it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, those motherfuckers. She's like, I don't care, like with a Finnish accent, and she was like stepping on these boards and shoving them in the trash cans anyway. I was like, rebel, I like it.
Finnish.
Yeah, but I like when I
finish it.
But after that, like I threw our stuff away, and then I came back and I was like, more trash. So I was like, okay, I need to find a closer trash can. Maybe there was one, and the people at X Gamer or whatever the fuck the energy drinks were called had a booth. I was like, throw these. I was like, you have trash. They were like, you want energy drinks? In my head, I was like, not really. But they were like, here, take this one. I was like, okay, no reply needed, I guess. And then they just ran around and just grabbed another one. Like, take this one as well. I was like, okay. Because I thought, like, I'm just going to, like, throw my sketches in my backpack and
you're
easy
done.
breezy. Yeah. Nope. I had like two of those. I don't know what they're called in English, but two
crates, I guess.
Yeah, of
kind of
soda, caffeinated soda that I had to carry home. And at first I was like, yeah, this is manageable. Yeah, for 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, okay, carrying this shit is gonna be sweaty, and it was.
Yeah,
well, it was a horrible walk to the station and then home.
You got muscles.
But my wife came and picked me up later, and I could throw them in the back. So that was good.
That was also such a great thing that your wife came. No, the convention.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah, I felt the same
Shut up,
way.
wifey.
That's my wife. By the way.
No, that the convention closed like at a reasonable time. Because that was the shitty. In my head, I thought it was going to be open till like 10, 11, 12. Like the tattoo convention. Yeah. So I was so used to that. So when the convention closes, that's when I sort of kick into next gear.
Up, yeah.
So it was just like, holy shit. Like I can actually get home, make dinner, watch a movie, chill out, go to sleep.
Yeah, that's
not
nice.
Just like go home, stuff something in my face, like pass out for 5 minutes so I can get up and do it all over again.
Yeah.
So that was also such like
you
Comic-Con
have recovered.
in general was just such a vacation compared to.
Do you have to take stuff home from those conventions?
Yeah, not everything, but like you have a lot of
stuff,
like expensive machinery and all that stuff that needs to come with.
Yeah.
Everything is kind of protected in the same way as Comic-Con, but it's just
you don't want to take chances.
No, exactly.
You don't want to have to pay another $1,000 dollars for a new machine or more.
No, please.
But on the subject though, like what I really liked about Comic-Con as well was that I was bringing my kids on Saturday and my wife, and I was like, dude, what are the rules here? Like, do we have to stand in line? Because there are a lot of people here. And then he went and asked. They were like, no, just come in the back. Like, you have tickets and everything. I was like, yeah, they were like, just come in the back.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That was the shitty thing, though, because of the amount of the crowd and that everything was sold out. Because I know my dad really wanted to come and say hi because he couldn't make it to the tattoo convention. Santa wanted to come by just to see the spectacle. It wasn't possible. You couldn't even get one ticket to anybody. You had to buy them through like secondhand on Facebook or something if you wanted to. But it was also really nice that they had the whole COVID restriction thing.
Oh, dude,
that felt
very good. Yeah,
really like.
But I feel like people, like, as much as you can at a convention.
Yeah,
it felt really roomy.
Yeah,
this year.
Yeah, And people sort
and
of
the
kept
right
the
amount.
distance
No, but
to-
really, like, they let in the right amount of people.
Yeah.
Like, because it felt like even at its busiest,
it was still
it
manageable.
was still
yeah.
like a lot of empty spaces that you
Yeah.
could walk and
Yeah.
stand and not
Especially
worry
in
about.
Artist Alley.
Ouch. Right. Ouch.
Sorry,
No,
everybody.
but Artist Alley was a bit sad though. I think
let's
it was.
go into it.
The thing is, well, we do know some people in Artist Alley, like
Yeah.
Mimi Art and Lost Lennon, surprise guest.
Yeah, that
showed
was
up
such
with her
a-
professional, like, she's like that salesman from Aladdin, you know, that just like, oh, here's my booth, and the whole thing just appears, and you're like, what the fuck?
And she even makes French fries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
No.
But no, she's such a pro. Like,
Yeah.
she's
And
awesome.
she knows how to work a convention.
Yeah.
And that, like,
But she also has like a solid fan base. I think that they're there for it. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
plus, I mean, she shines like a fucking
Dude,
lighthouse.
no, but that's
in
what
the-
I mean. Her
like, the
booth
mist.
is like she has, you know, she has those like, what do you call them? Like those like, oh shit, I don't even know what they're called.
like that metal sort of.
Yeah, she has
thing.
like the whole construction with the fabric, and then she has, you know, this wall of prints on it, like she came prepared. You know
Magnets.
what I mean? Like
had
her
magnets.
fabric has, you know, all her prints on it.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it's one of those like really good, so you can get this overview. Like she is such a pro.
Plus, standing up, being social, happy,
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I mean. Like when you walk past Artist Alley,
yeah.
you're the like she is the only one that stood out.
Yeah.
Everybody else was sort of hiding.
Yeah.
That's
what
what
I
it felt
felt
like.
as well. And also some people build it so like it's like a little window.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that does you a disservice.
yeah,
Like
you disappear even more.
yeah, it like I think something that I've learned through all the 2 times that I've been there is that
Pro.
being available, being available to the people that are coming to your booth. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the impression of availability, like an easy to talk to, just like giving them a nod.
Yeah.
You saw how many times I put my head down and I did the hey.
Yeah.
You know, to people that were just
Exactly.
looking
Eye
down.
level, you
Yeah.
know.
So I got to their
I am
level and then I
here.
did like a wave, like, hi, I see you there looking at my stuff.
Yeah.
What's
Can-
up?
can
You
I
know,
help
like,
you?
yeah,
Do you-
exactly.
Anything you want to know, just
Yeah.
ask.
And
Yeah.
you did that same thing. You
Yeah.
even told them, like, if you have any questions, just feel free to ask me.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of like, oh, what can I do? Blah, blah, you know, like you're not in their face, but
And then
you're
also
showing.
trying to make that a fun thing as well. Like
Yes.
always, like, you know, you do the same joke 50 billion times.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, I'm
No,
not
dude.
just a mannequin. You know, I actually do enjoy talking, just
Yeah.
so you know. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's where like being a bit sociable like goes a long way.
Yes.
Because some people were just like, you know, like
The little mouse.
but you know, some people came to the booth and they had this stone face.
Oh, yeah.
But as soon as you're like, hey, what's up? You know, like, and then
They,
you're
like,
like
perk
kind
up,
of like
yeah.
riffing to Sweet Home Alabama or something, you know, and they're like, you know, like
Like-
there's something happens. Like
Yeah.
people start opening up. Like,
Yeah, you get
there's-
them to relax a bit.
Yes.
You break that barrier, I guess.
Yes, icebreaker.
Yes, exactly.
It's like it's so awkward sometimes as
Yeah.
well because some people are just not there
No,
for social.
no.
You know, like they just look up and they're like, and then you know, but who cares?
Exactly.
You
At
did
least
your
you
part.
tried.
No, but
yeah.
you did your part.
Yeah.
And you did it well.
Yeah.
Who cares if they didn't respond? you
No,
know,
exactly.
Like not everyone is a social butterfly, you know, and they
No.
won't like respond to your quirkiness.
But
and,
I guess
you know.
it's a fine line between being like a salesman and just being charming as well.
Yeah.
Because I know I crossed that line a few times. Like, because I was reorganizing the table a bit and I had my business cards in my hand.
yeah.
And somebody walked by and I'm like, hey, business
Yeah.
card. And they're like, you know, almost
Oh, yeah,
jumping
what
away.
the fuck,
Because
dude?
that's
Yeah.
like being one of those UNICEF people or somebody outside
Oh,
the
you mean-
train
yeah,
station
yeah,
or
yeah, like-
something. Like giving, like, here,
Yeah.
here, this is a pamphlet. You need to read
Exactly.
this.
Yeah.
So I knew immediately, okay, they need
Don't you
to.
care about poor people?
But then when I had them on the table, they
Yeah.
would come up and like, is it okay if I take a
Take a
business
business
card?
card.
Like,
No.
people were afraid
Step
to
away,
like
yeah.
take business cards.
Yes, they do.
So that's like navigating that minefield is also really fun.
Yeah,
Like,
because of all the personality.
I enjoy that stuff.
Same here. Like,
Because
dude,
it's
it's not
really-
even a job.
No. It's just like, okay, let's try this thing.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, that worked. Okay, cool. Let's try that with this. Nope, that did not work. Okay, let's back it up.
No, but dude, it was so odd. Like, the people that I didn't expect to buy shit bought shit.
Yep.
And, people that
yeah.
looked really interested in buy shit. And, you're like, okay, I know nothing about anything.
And that is the only thing. I think that is the biggest takeaway.
Yeah.
That's like, well, you can't plan for shit.
Yeah.
Just like everything else in life, just go with it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Have fun. As long as you're gonna, if we have that energy and we have fun, we are gonna sell.
Yeah.
You
I think so too. Like,
we're like Magic Mike.
yes, Magic.
You got the muscles, I've got the cock, and yeah,
And Matthias is nice.
he's got the beard.
He's got the beard.
I don't know, blonde.
Blonde beard. Has the other beard.
Yeah.
No, but I think our booth was fun.
Yes, like just
It was
to
like-
sum like the whole
Yeah.
thing up. It was just really fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, it literally, yes, awesome that I got to sell stuff or that we got to sell stuff. But just hanging out over that weekend.
Yeah, dude, that was the best part.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't expect to sell shit.
No.
I was gonna be happy if I we didn't talk about like we said, we sold, like, I made more than double what I owed. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
and one of the cool things is that some people were so cool that they contacted me after, like a couple of days ago from recording this episode, and asked if they could buy additional prints. And one of them just came, before
Yeah.
this episode.
I was
and
a witness.
You were a witness to this.
and
yeah.
I had to do the convention thing with him.
Yeah.
Because he was like, he would totally ignored me. It felt
Yeah,
like...
I know, but you need
what-
to, and I'm terrible at introducing,
what
so...
happened? No, but he didn't even look at me.
Yeah,
It was
okay.
like he didn't want to...
I think it's the nervousness
Yeah.
of meeting, like, look, what do you
Yeah,
call
I
it? When
guess.
you invade someone else's, like, you feel like a bother,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it becomes awkward because you don't say hi to everyone, yeah.
Exactly. But he was like super sweet after that. But I really had to
Yeah.
do that. Like,
Yes, hi.
hello. Like, I am also here. Yes.
But everyone does
Uh,
call you Ilias after we've done
yeah,
something,
yeah,
so
that's
we're
true.
good.
So, yeah, I mean,
It's awful.
he's going to
Straight-
remember me now.
Hi, Ilias.
God damn
Son
it.
of a bitch.
Like, I'm going to shave this fucking beard now.
We need to be
I've had
opposites.
enough of this.
Yeah, we need to be exact opposites.
Start dressing in pink.
Baby face and beard. Heard it here first.
Yeah.
No, but he bought one of the expensive prints.
So cool.
And his friend also contacted me and wanted to buy another print.
That's so cool.
So
I love
he
that.
talked about giving one away to his brother for
Yeah.
Christmas, which is awesome.
Which is also what we need to talk about, Christmas
Mhm.
gifts.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
that needs to be an
yeah.
episode
God
soon-ish.
damn it. Yeah.
Maybe we should record a double next week. Short ones.
Yeah.
Just short ones.
let's do
for,
that.
Yeah.
Make
'Cause we
money
need
and
to get
spend money.
Yes,
Yeah.
make and spend. Yeah, that is actually very funny.
Smart.
Good episodes to put together.
There you go.
But also, yeah, I'm so appreciative of the people that bought stuff
Mm-hmm.
and reached out afterwards as well. It's always fun.
I've had a few people that just take pictures and tag me on Instagram as
It's
well.
the best.
just
No one has
showing
done
they
that yet,
framed
but
anything.
it will be cool.
So much. Yeah. Like, bless you all. Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, I didn't expect to sell more than maybe one or two. Like, that was
No,
my...
I told you were going to sell because
Yeah.
I had the experience from the year before. As soon as you have a strong fandom, you're good.
Yeah.
Like, no, if you're good. Like, I'm not saying that you put out any type
This
of
was
bullshit.
cheating in that way because it is, like, definitely stuff that appeals.
No, but
but
it
I was
isn't.
still-
That's what this convention is.
Yeah.
I was very afraid because I came in with nothing
Yeah.
that had an IP that wasn't, my own.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, here's the story about stuff you have
But you sold
never
the
seen.
story so well.
So well, yeah.
dude. I was listening to you and
Traveling
I'm like,
salesman.
when the fuck did he come up with this shit? Like, this is awesome. Like, did he just make this up? Yeah, he just made this up.
Mhm.
Like,
Nah,
improvising. a
I
lot
have,
of it.
yeah, but it's like a lot of the pieces are there. don't know how to connect them.
But you got to retell it so many times, so now it's like cemented, and you can just like riff off of, well, the Titans is this thing and that thing and that. It's just really cool.
The guy that kept coming back, Andre, yeah.
Okay.
He came back and he bought a piece just because of what it symbolized, and it's the one where Olpa and Brim have escaped the baddies or whatever, and they've taken the water route.
Fluffy.
And yeah, exactly, fluffy.
Fuzzy.
And fuzzy is the word from Inktober, yeah. And Brim kind of fuzzes up when he drives off, and Olpa laughs for the first time. He bought that one because of that. Like
because
that
you told the story.
Yeah. He really felt the story, which is awesome. Like that we can tell story. But that's what I'm talking about. Stories that move people. You know what I mean? That's what I want. And that's what I want to create.
Yeah.
And I've always been terrible at the storytelling part. And now I feel like
but that's
I'm
not
getting...
true.
No. But it's
You've
never
always
been part...
really good
but
at
not in my
storytelling.
art.
No.
Not in my art. You know what I mean?
You never made it into a thing. But you've
couldn't.
always been really good at telling stories. Like with your kids, or just when we're improvising,
Maybe
doing
kids
things.
is the key here.
Yes. Yeah. Because I'm not good with the kids' story stuff. I do.
No, but neither am I, dude. I made up stuff.
Graphic and horrifying things.
Yeah.
I like that, and that's where we differ, I think. Because you are more into the cutesy stuff, I guess.
But not with
like
my own
more.
art. That's the thing. Like I can turn it into.
But
that.
it still has this sort of cute look to it.
Oh, it does. It does. And then she murders everything.
Yeah.
But I need the counterbalance. I can't
Yeah.
do sweet, like, because it just does not appeal to me. Like it's disgusting.
But yeah, I mean and I think that is a sweet spot.
Yeah.
Just speaking of that, because I think you're connecting with a really broad audience. Audience. So, yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head perfectly with this. This, again, just proves that the concept works.
Yeah.
Now you just need to pretty much what you
Make
remember
the rest of it.
from all the stories that you've told now.
Yeah.
Put that down. Just write it down so it's the actual thing.
Oh, I do like that thing that I like while doing Inktober. That's got me all fucked up.
Yes.
Is also what made the story.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing about the Titans and the fall of the Titans and how they held the magic and all that stuff, that was born during Inktober.
Yeah.
So I never had Titans in the story before.
No.
But I feel like that maybe is the point where the humans brought down the Titans. The Titans balanced the magic somehow.
That is sort of the story.
Yeah.
Like what happened to them and what is that. And then you have the protagonist in the middle of it. That's also, I want to know what happens with Olpa.
Yeah, but she gets born after that. Like the fall of the Titans causes the imbalance, and then the magic disrupts because people keep using it. Apples become spiders. Everything goes bananas. The Force breathes life into this child or teenager, and she comes into this world, and that's where the story begins.
Yeah.
But it was like, I think Inktober was like the biggest like contributor to this story, both last year and this year.
Yeah.
Like it really, I think that is the only time of the year where that story grows exponentially.
But
compared to
you let it marinate during like
I draw it all
period,
year. Yeah, I do draw it all year. But during Inktober, because of the amount of pressure and stuff, shit just comes up to the surface,
Oh yeah.
And you're so tired and delirious that it helps. But it does not help, like you get fucked up. And I think this is where all this fun stuff kind of, turns into dark stuff.
Yeah.
Because now I feel on the verge of burnout.
Yeah. And I think let's just dive into that.
Because now it's going to be brief, but...
Yeah. But it's just sort of... Because we were talking before we came in just about how much we both feel like shit after Inktober still.
Yeah.
And this is
I didn't even feel this bad last
after.
year. Yeah, I didn't feel like this last year.
Why now? Like, why did we... Because it does feel like I burnt the candle at both ends in a way.
Dude, I had candles in all my cavities, and I burned them all at the same time. So many fucking candles. Yeah.
Fucking so many candles.
Jesus.
Yes.
Fucking
exactly.
so many candles. Exactly that.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oh no.
And like I wouldn't even say that my stuff was all that advanced or anything, but it
I
just
think
took so much out of me.
Same, and I just got slower,
Yeah,
and slower,
yeah, same.
and it never picked up.
And you just didn't want to do it towards the end, but
No,
still
not
wanted to
really,
do it,
yeah.
and
then
you don't want to disappoint yourself.
you know what the curse was as well? Like it, like it went really
having
good.
a podcast, so you had to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And also telling people about it so much.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I know.
Like it was easier when we didn't have anything and we just could drop off.
Yeah. Yep.
Accountability sucks.
Remember that, kids.
But the worst was like it went really good. Then you had this awful piece.
Yeah.
And you were like, I hate this even more now.
Mm-hmm.
And then like you would have another like piece.
For me,
and
yeah,
then,
it just went worse and worse and
No,
worse,
but
and then it
same.
picks up again.
Yeah, and then
And
I
then-
did like the couple, like I had a couple of pieces that I was like, wow, I did this,
Mm.
and then you were like, fuck. And then, you do another okay one, and then you do a terrible one, and you hate doing this challenge even more, and it's even more than the last time you failed. And people are super nice, by the way. They were like,
Yeah.
oh, this is really good.
Always.
And I
Yeah.
hate you for it.
Yes.
But you're right. It's probably okay. Like, but then you make like another like cool piece that even you yourself like, oh shit, I'm so dead, but this is pretty cool. And then like that up and down journey that was, and then man, yeah. We'll see if there is an Inktober next year, though.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
really thinking about that on the way in.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know if it's worth it. Like, because
because we were so optimistic last time. Like
Yeah.
when we talked about it, it's like, definitely gonna do it.
Yeah.
And now when it's settled,
Mm.
I'm like, oh, is it worth it? Is it worth? Because it is this whole. It's sort of a Inktober detox.
Yeah.
You've done Inktober for a month.
Mm.
That makes it into a routine. So your body is used to that stress and everything. So on the off,
not having it, is weird.
your body is still wired to have that. So now it's a month of going back to the normal again.
Yeah.
So that's like the detox,
Mm.
and it really hurts in
Yeah.
every fucking part of me. Yeah, I did not expect to feel this worn out for this long after Inktober, and
Same,
that
dude.
is
It took like a week last time, and I was just
I
like,
guess-
this is fine.
probably like our old age is catching up to us in a way.
I think the lack of sleep
Lack
was
of
the
s- yeah,
big
but-
thing, plus all the work that I had, during the days, the kids, everything. Like, it was
but,
just
I
too
mean,
many
back in the
things.
day, this would have been nothing. You don't feel things as much
maybe.
when you're younger as you do now, and this is something that I've had to realize. It's just like you can't go on living like you're 20 because your body is
I don't feel like I live like I was 20.
No,
I
well,
don't
I've had to do so much socializing and
I
there's
think
been a
that's the
lot of
difference.
partying.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I am so extra hurt. my pride is hurt.
Mm.
But no, I wasn't expecting to feel this bad so long after finishing Inktober,
same.
and it kind of scares me in a way, and it's just like it's not really worth it in that way.
Dude. Yeah.
But then again, I want to tackle a proper graphic novel now in a way. So I think in a way I'm still really thankful for doing Inktober and finishing it, so that I know that I can do it, you know. It helped me realize that even though it's a daunting task to tackle this, I can still do it. So it's always good to do Inktober, but it fucking sucks at this stage. Like
Yes.
I really, I need to get my sleep back, not stress as much, and eat better, drink less, or drink more water, and
Drink more of other stuff
Yes.
and less of that.
Yeah. But yeah, just scary how much it took out of me.
Dude, I had the week after Inktober was, the last week of Inktober was the next week, the following week was Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And, coming out of like Inktober with all that stress and anxiety into the Comic-Con week with like working like crazy to be able to do Comic-Con as well on the Friday Dude, I had so much work, and I was so exhausted that like I had this anxiety build up, and I think on Wednesday and Thursday, or Wednesday actually is the worst, was like I was like, am I gonna panic? Like I was so tired and stressed that I felt like I didn't know what the fuck to do. Like I was like, am I gonna panic? Am I gonna like lose it? But just staying on the edge there and not flipping out, like not losing it entirely.
Yeah.
And then on Thursday I did a lot of stuff that kind of helped me, like I got a lot of work out of the way. But I just like everything takes double the amount, just like Inktober, the end of it. Everything took longer than it had to because I was just broken.
And I guess it's because you're focusing on that as well. Like it probably doesn't take as long as you think it does, but it's just because it's so like in your face.
Yeah.
And you know that I have to finish, I have to do this.
Yeah.
It just stresses you even more, and that takes longer.
And like I said, as soon as I was done with the list for Inktober, I got this ginormous list from work of stuff that we need to do for this project, and I was like, no.
Fuck life.
Life sucks. Yeah. And yeah, I just like, I was, and also not sleeping for a long time fucks with your head and makes you more susceptible to stress, anxiety, all these things. Everything. Yeah. And I'm still like, now I've slept fairly well for this whole week, except one day where I watched Arcane too late. But it's just, it's insane what lack of sleep does to you. So I think the most important thing that I've learned here is that even if you're gonna work a lot, make sure you also get to like recover a lot. You know what I mean? Because it's not the amount of work that we've been putting out; it's the lack of sleep that we haven't rested in between. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a give and take.
There's a give and take, and I've only taken out of my sort of account, and I haven't given any recovery to any of this. Like I just like, okay, fuck it, I'll just work, and then you get to the point where you're just drained.
Yeah, and the tank is empty.
Yeah,
what are you gonna do now? Keep working.
But I did reflect on, because this year Inktober felt like, on social media, it felt like a failure.
Yeah.
Because they've changed some stuff, how Instagram works and how your art reaches people. So in that sense, it felt like a failure. But I think long game, I have, put out work, and I think I've gotten eyes on my work that in time might prove to be, future gigs or whatever.
Beneficial
long game. Yeah. But long game is, invisible game.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
exactly.
like that, like maybe something will happen.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's the
unknown.
Yeah, the unknown.
The unknown. but I've had some time to reflect on it, and even though I'm exhausted, I would never recommend anyone to work like we've done this month, because I feel like shit all the time. I sleep, I rest, and nothing. Yeah. Like I slept 10 hours, woke up tired, slept 8 hours the following day, dead tired. Like I wake up fairly okay, and then just like 2 hours pass, like I do a little workout in my gym, I sit and I'm just like, I could sleep again. Like I am so exhausted.
Yeah, that's been me this entire weekend.
Yeah, dude, every day I feel this, like I'm so tired. And the only thing that makes me want to keep going is if I can do my own stuff.
Yeah.
Anything that isn't my stuff, and this is where the sort of the paradox comes in. Mm-hmm. Whereas like I can't do my own stuff because I'm stressed about my work stuff.
Yeah.
So this cycle of like, I have to finish my work stuff so that I can work on my own stuff. But then when it's time to do my own stuff, I'm still stressing about my work stuff.
Yeah, exactly that.
And I can't do my own stuff.
Yeah.
I can't even go to the gym. Like I do go to the gym, but it's like all the while I'm there, I'm thinking about my work stuff. And it's just like this evil cycle, and being more sensitive to stress once you've sort of put yourself in that position.
I mean, we're uncorked now, and it's just like
everything feels like every time
little
like,
bit of a wobble, it's just like spilling out the whole thing.
Yeah. And this weekend, for example, my wife, like the cousin to my to my kids. Like their cousin came by and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna play a game at this place," and they were like, "Yeah, we should watch this game." I was like,
Nope.
"No, I'm sorry, but I don't want to do anything. I don't want to meet anyone. I don't want to socialize. I don't want to do anything." And what did I do with the time that I had alone? I don't even remember.
Yeah.
I did. I do remember. I just sat down by my computer and I did some After Effects editing because it was the only thing that I could do that wasn't work, but wasn't my personal art. It still was, I did an intro for YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just like, I'll do one thing that doesn't give me anxiety. And that was the only thing that felt close at hand.
Yeah.
Where I have to kind of figure shit out and think a bit. But it's kind of brain dead stuff that I don't have to, I didn't expect to get anything out of it.
No.
I'll just sit here and play around with After Effects because it's fun.
Yeah.
So I just did that. But I still feel this anxiety about working. And we have this what do you call it? Like the performance review type of thing where it's just a talk, basically. We just meet up. Like, these are the topics. Did you look through them? And then just how do you feel? How do you think it's gone? What could you have done better? Blah, blah, blah. But even that shit now, it's giving me anxiety. Everything is just how are you, anxiety? You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. And I just
know exactly what you mean.
Can't make it not be that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now I'm so fed up with having to do work to survive, which is basically how society is built.
Mm-hmm.
But trying to find ways to make a living that doesn't involve someone having expectations that I didn't choose. You know what I mean?
Just go into early retirement, bro.
Oh, man, I wish I could.
Yeah.
Even with if I could just cover my expenses and survive with a job that doesn't require me to do shit. And where I can set my own rules, and that's why I want to so me and my wife are talking about doing something and just let's just start something.
But I think that's such a great idea, even if it wasn't because of all the shit that you're feeling, just you two going together and doing something together is awesome. I think that's great. So really hope hope you do something with it and not just buy cool shit.
No. The thing is, the cool shit I was going to buy anyway, and it was a printer, an expensive printer for printing my own stuff because I don't want to give all my money to Society6 or some other bullshit company. But so that one is something that I have planned. And then, we were sitting there, I got a job offer plus another job offer that I have lying around that I need to reply to. So work is coming in, and it feels
this is
so shitty. Yes,
the thing, when it comes back as the positive, where the stuff that you did do for Inktober really pays off because now people have seen your work and it's out there and it's a frequent thing. Yeah, they know that you can deliver. All of these things come with the Inktober. Minus all the anxiety and stuff, but there's
it's
still
opening
good,
door,
it's good stuff.
But it's just I just feel so even now getting I was referred for one job, and the other one I got through Twitter from an old colleague that has his own company, and it's just that I don't want any of what I mean. I'm so stressed that I don't want to, but I need. The money that I'm going to get from these gigs, for example, is stuff to sort of put into future gear for the business that I have planned. So it's just, taking decisions that aren't causing me to fall over the edge, basically. And, the gigs that you heard that I was doing, they feel pretty okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. One is to show up, talk a little. That one is good. That's a good gig. Yeah. And that's the kind of gigs that I'm trying to take now, and not gigs that will require my attention just because I just don't have attention to give. No.
I think that's a good segue from going to that from Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Like it's just sort of similar, but narrows you back into your own creative stuff.
Yeah.
In a more controlled environment too. Like it's just a cool sort of going down the bottleneck of creativity and what you should be doing. So like from that, you'll be even more focused on what you want to do, I think. So it's a help along the way, in a way.
The panic just really just narrowed, like, because when things are going okay, you don't worry so much. But now that things have been going sort of like, oh, we're doing all these fun things, and then like, but I'm doing too many fun things, and I'm really stressed. And now where you've sort of like you've shone too bright, and you're like starting to burn up. I'm starting to review everything really fast, and I'm just like, I really don't want to do this anymore. I just want to get off this ride and do something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I love the gaming industry, but with the amount of things that I'm doing, it's not good for me. Like, I feel like I've gotten to that point where it's like, they pay really well, it's all awesome, but I just need to get off this ride.
Yeah.
I need to, do something that means something to me.
I think you need a break too, like
I need a proper break, yes. But I haven't worked for so long. You know what I mean? I just got off fucking vacation.
Yeah.
So it feels weird that
but you got off vacation and then you did
fucking
nonstop work. It's.
Yeah, but I think it's like
the backside of Inktober. It's just it is.
But it isn't only Inktober. I think it's the kind of work that I do. Yeah, but I think it's the kind of work that I do.
Yeah.
The knowledge gap.
Yeah. When you're not feeling like you are doing like your utmost, or like, I guess, like, because I know that whatever you're doing, you're going to be doing it the best possible way you can.
Of course.
But when it's something that you just feel like, I'm not really good at this, like this is not me.
I have to learn everything that I'm, you know what I mean?
It's just like the insecurity that comes with all that, constantly constantly questioning everything you're doing.
Yeah.
It just
and
takes
it's not
time
moving forward fast enough.
Yeah, exactly.
So it causes things to stack up, and I don't know.
One step forward, two steps back.
Dude,
one step forward, two steps back.
I think that is like, because people that write to me like, oh shit, it's going really well now, you're like featured on Inktober and everything is going super well, blah blah blah. Yes, that's Instagram.
Yeah,
that's like you're not seeing anything.
No,
because what I feel is happening, like where I'm feeling with all of this is that all this cool shit is happening, and then it all just leads back to square one.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like nothing leads to anything.
Yeah, it's like you're being like Mr. Fantastic from Fantastic Four. You're sitting in your chair, but you're just stretching and stretching and stretching and stretching. Yeah. All of a sudden, you're just going to flop, go all the way back.
Exactly. It just doesn't, like, nothing is real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so forget how successful people look on Instagram or social media, internet,
Just numbers, people.
Just numbers, just,
ones and zeros.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, none of this, like I said, long game, this is probably good, but short game, I am not in a good spot right now. Like I'm putting out, like I'm having to put out so much for this seeming awesome sort of flow that I'm in.
Yeah.
So it's not great. Like, find a smart way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And find out what that is in the next episode.
Maybe.
But yeah, no, like
it is like I have no like I think I don't have anything like good to end this on. It's just that it's been really exhausting.
I think we needed to empty out this bag of garbage that
and
we've
hopefully
had.
Someone else relates.
Yeah. And sorry if this was a little bit of a downer, but
but we did
not
start
too
with
much.
the positive.
Yeah, exactly.
I think this was just the ending. So
yeah.
Skip all the last 20 minutes.
But just so everybody knows that we are miserable
people right now.
Yes.
But the thing is, my brain is already trying to solve it. You know what I mean? That's how my brain, like, it's scratching its way out to, like,
yeah.
I'm getting more ideas.
You're the rat, bro.
Dude,
right?
That's what it feels. I feel like a cornered. Yeah, I feel like a cornered rat. Yeah.
The ship is starting to sink. We need to get out.
Dude, that is a great analogy.
Yeah,
that is
I just thought of it the other day.
My brain, that's exactly what it's doing. Like, it's scratching its way out. Like, it's like you put a hat on top of the rat or something, and it's just eating its way out. Yeah.
There's always a way out.
Ah, dude.
Yeah. No, I had this sort of thing, and this is a little bit of a segue, but because I'm changing shops, all of a sudden I've started to open up to reasons why I am changing shops. Like, why do I really want to go to a different place? Because I really love where I'm at. And I just start realizing that, you know, they haven't been in the shop for pretty much the 1.5 years I've been there, because they have a three-year-old. So they've been taking care of him. Now they have a brand new kid. So
a new 3-year-old.
So exactly, there's going to be 3 more years of them not being there.
Yeah.
So who do they think is going to take care of the shop? That falls on me, because I'm the one that's like the most reliable. And this is like, it doesn't have to be this way. They might not think this way, but it feels like they are. Yeah. But what am I getting out of taking time to go and help people that go in and want to buy some art stuff that I know nothing about?
Yeah.
I'm losing time with my client, losing money, not getting anything for it. And it's like all of this stuff just started piling up in my head as well. And it's like, So I should have smelt that earlier. I should have left this sinking ship a while back. Because like leaving them where they are now with the brand new kid just feels really bad. So I should have done it before, like when they could have had a little bit more time to actually put into finding new people to get in. It is what it is. But again, because we're emptying our garbage bags here.
Yeah, but dude, I feel you there. Like, I think it's really important though to kind of, you know, like, you can't put your eggs in their basket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you have to do this. Like, I think both for you mentally, and also you get to a spot where it is a bit easier to get clients, so you don't have to always like chase people, because you also need to fucking tattoo people. You know what I mean? Like, there's a balance there. You don't want to work off hours trying to sort of get people in.
Yeah, exactly. And also, like, not having to go half price on a lot of things or do free stuff just to get people in. All of that stuff sort of... I'm still going to do that whenever I feel like it, of course. But I don't have to. Yeah.
On your terms.
Yeah. So, I'm still very, very psyched to move. And when you listen to this, it's only going to be in like 2 weeks. So it's going to be, it's like very soon.
Yeah.
Which is also a stress, of course. So it never ends. It never ends. Like this podcast.
No, dude. No. I think the best part of this, just to wrap it up, is like all this stress, the anxiety, and putting myself in this position, which I recommend no one to do, but I love how my brain works. Like when I'm put in this position.
This is how we work.
Because now that I'm here, I feel so miserable. But no, I do feel miserable. Like I'm not going to sugarcoat that. But like I appreciate my brain, my old brain now, you know, like with the experience that is in it that you take for granted. Yeah. But now it's like the amount of don't give a fucks are, you know, they're piling up.
Oh, yeah.
And you're making smarter decisions. You know what I mean? Like I'm at the point where I'm just like, I need to do this, you know, or like I need to change this. But and now
it's the trust in your brain as well.
Yeah.
Like we know what we're doing. We've done this so many years. So like if I feel this way, then I just change because that's what I know I should do.
And that is my next step, and the most like the scariest one is how do I convert where I am to something else? Like how do I make a living so that I can support my family but not work? Because it's hard to see when everything is going well and everyone's patting you on the back. It's hard to kind of like see that I'm just doing this because I have to survive. Yeah. I'm not doing this because this is what I want. You know what I mean?
No, exactly.
And now where the not give a fucks have sort of stacked up, I'm just like, no, I need to do something else. Yeah. Like I need to figure this out and kind of find a way to, like you said, like work less at least and just find a balance there. Yeah. So I might need to talk to my boss. Yeah. I just need to figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of the time, you know, to make an income.
Even if you just get one extra day off, like I think anything at this point would be everything. And just, you know, you don't have to stress this. It doesn't have to happen tomorrow.
Yeah, no,
so
nothing is happening
take your time
tomorrow.
with this. Yeah. You're still in a really great place with work and family and everything. So
Yeah.
just take this time
But
and
I
really
need to
think
make
about it.
that's another thing. I need to make work less stress. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Like whether that's like finding better workflows or somehow finding a balance in the amount of work.
Hire somebody,
Hire somebody to do my work. That
Yeah.
actually.
right?
But it would be nice to kind of just because right now I'm stressing over work, even when I don't have to. You know, and I can't stop.
Yeah.
I can't stop, and it's terrible. And it just tells me that I should be doing my own thing. Like it
Yeah.
really, those alarm clocks are
Well-
banging. But let's move on. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Get a bathtub.
Get a bathtub. I have a bathtub.
There we go. Use it. Yeah. Moving on.
Darkness. Let's move on. And no
Yeah.
tools.
No.
Fuck tools.
Moving
Retro.
on. Yeah. Retro. All right.
Damn.
So you saw Jungle Cruise. I talked about it way back when it came out.
I do not disagree.
It's one of those movies that I
You-
should have done what you did and just waited for it to not cost me a lot of money.
Yes, you should have.
Yes, I should have.
I knew that it would be sort of like if you see this as sort of like Jumanji 3, so you expect them to be like
Yeah.
50% more terrible than the previous one. You know, like
Yeah.
that's how these movies
That
work.
makes perfect sense.
So this movie is Jumanji 3 without the whole cast, without, you know,
The premise of Jumanji.
the premise of Jumanji and
yeah.
everything else.
But
and it's
equally
50
bad,
yeah, exactly.
CG.
Oh, and 50% yeah, less good than the previous one.
Yeah.
And it
That's
just works perfectly.
Yeah.
They even had this reveal that could have been good in a well-written movie.
Mm-hmm.
So here you have Jungle Cruise,
I know exactly what you mean.
based off of a Jungle Cruise adventure.
Again.
A Disney ride.
Disney.
Hooray.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This movie is not worth to talk about.
Nope. But you saw it.
But I saw it
Yeah.
because my son had to choose between this one and Snake Eyes, two terrible movies, I'm guessing.
If he was here right now, I would slap him.
Yeah, dude. But
Yeah.
but I do
Eyes,
understand
I mean.
why he chose it because in the trailer they had animals and danger and adventure, whereas in the ninja one they
had
talked
ninjas.
a lot.
Oh, yeah. No, I get that too. I
So
was
I
really close
totally
to
understand.
renting
Yeah.
G.I. Joe because I want to see it.
But it's for
No.
it isn't.
no, it's on.
I am super happy he chose
Yeah.
the
Jungle Cruise.
the other terrible movie
Mhm.
that was for free.
I'm pretty sure it was the better choice, to be honest. Not having
Dude,
seen G.I. Joe.
Yeah, I didn't have high hopes.
No.
It feels like Shang-Chi
Yeah.
a bit, but not good.
But, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, I've heard terrible things.
Yes.
Yes. But, I'm a sucker for ninjas, so I will be seeing
I
it.
will be seeing it as
Yes.
well, just for the
Just-
same reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta support them ninjas.
Exactly. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's G.I. Joe movies, so we all know that they can't even deliver on trailers. So,
So,
hey.
And speaking of bad movies, I saw Red Notice. It was not as bad as you would expect it to be, but it's
But
still
it's
not
still
the greatest movie.
6 Underground, good.
It's better than Six Underground
But worse than everything else worth seeing.
and better than Jungle Cruise, I think. It's Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds, and it's The Rock being The Rock, and it's
From
Gal
Jungle
Gadot
Cruise.
just looking good. So, already have
Oh,
exactly what you expect.
Boys.
Yeah, exactly that.
That's exactly what her role in this one feels like.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what the movie's about.
And it also has a big reveal that's not a big reveal.
Ah.
It's like, yeah. Oh, really? That's the thing? Ask Santa. Yeah,
Cool.
it's kind of
So
exactly what
someone's
it is.
brother or sister
Or
to someone.
Paul, actually. It's but it's still funny. I chuckled a few times, and it's got okay action. So if you don't have anything to watch on a Sunday,
But dude, it's
Perfect.
like the bodyguards. No, what the fuck is it called?
Hitman's Wife.
Hitman's Wife
Yeah.
thingy. Yeah.
yeah,
Like I've seen the first one, the not that one,
yeah,
and it is just like it was like an action movie made
Yeah.
by stuntman. The problem is that everything is predictable.
yeah. That's actually a really good comparison.
Mm.
So Ryan Reynolds only does that type of movie now, apart from Deadpool.
No, yeah, but he does these like that stick out a bit.
Yeah.
Like Free Guy is a bit different from the other ones,
Yeah, yeah.
although it does lose us,
Yeah,
Because I did see it the second time, and it really drops off after the half.
But it's still a
half
good
the
movie.
It is a better movie than those ones. But then, you have the Deadpool movies, and you have these...
I would almost label Red Label. Is it Red Label? No, Red Notice.
Red
God
Notice.
damn it. Almost on the same...
Red Label is a whiskey.
That's right. Oh, yeah. Oh, don't even mention that. Oh,
Such terrible hangovers on that shit.
But Free Guy and Red Notice is almost, for me, on the same...
on the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I enjoy them equal amounts.
Mm-hmm.
If that says anything, I don't know. No.
It sounds like they're...
But yeah. I mean, it's a Netflix movie. It really is. It's exactly what you would expect. But speaking of Netflix, they actually did something really fantastic.
Yeah, I wouldn't give this to Netflix. I would give this to the studio that made it.
Exactly. But Netflix was kind enough to give them money, I guess.
Yeah, and a platform.
But yeah, Arcane.
Fuck.
Holy shit.
When we're Shout out to Riot Games and Fortiche, the animation studio.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Mentally.
When we're recording this, there's only 6 episodes out.
Yeah, but on this weekend, when this comes out, there will be a third season. I know. So all the 9.
So when you're listening to this, the whole season is out.
The 3 acts.
If you haven't seen this and you're into any type of art or just enjoy concept art or
if you enjoy animation,
this is gonna blow your head off.
Because this one,
it's so great.
Yeah, it's not only this 3D, 2D style. It feels like moving paintings.
Yeah,
but also
I don't know how the fuck they
all
did.
the characters have depth.
Yeah,
and
the story is
amazing. Yeah, it has everything. The voice actors, everything is so good.
Spot on.
Dude.
I was so worried after looking at the trailer.
Oh, dude, same. I was like,
they could really botch this if it's not good, because I saw a lot of good things.
Yeah.
But just a little bit iffy with some things. Straight
but
after the first episode, you were just like,
yeah, the characters are so good, and then it just is so dark.
And it just keeps getting better.
Yeah, and darker. Yes, it's so dark.
Oh my god! How much do you hate the little sister?
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. But yeah.
Not gonna spoil too much. I
no,
guess.
but it's
But
the characters are good. They're really good.
Because you don't hate her, but you hate her. You understand her.
But you understand her, but you kind of we've all had that friend.
Yeah. So good.
No, it's really good. It's really, really good. I'm not gonna say anything except that it's so well fucking animated. When they move around or they smack each other around and all that stuff, that is not even part of the good stuff. You know what I mean? It's just that. Just that's what I'm talking about. When they're fighting for a purpose and all that, it just becomes a little bit better than just cool fights. You know what I mean?
Feel it.
Yes, there's stakes and risk.
Stakes.
So everything that Marvel's What If failed at, this one is fucking.
Yes.
They grabbed all that and just fucking nailed all of it.
Bar set.
Yeah. I thought that What If looked good. Mm-hmm. This looks 1,000 times cooler.
Yeah, this is I think the What If animation style looks like probably what the Arcane stuff looks like without, if you
if you remove
the skin, that's what they look like, kind of.
Dude, yes. No, but the level of the way that they've colored on top of the 3D
it's so
stuff,
complex.
It's so good, and it's so many sort of colors,
Yeah.
And what's the bad guy's name? I always forget.
Yeah,
it's
Silco.
Yes,
Silco.
When he kind of there's a scene where he kind of leans forward with his glowing eye, and he kind of just gets this light moving on his face. On top of that, already rendered awesome fucking texture that they have on their characters.
So good.
So good.
And I love when Jinx gets her sort of mind flippy things and it starts doing that sort of
that little,
into the Spider-Verse type.
Dude, that is
tweaky thing. Just what the fuck is going on? It's so good.
It's so good. And on the second act now with all the sort of all the stuff that she goes through.
Yeah.
She's just so good, and her voice acting is
great. Yeah.
Like she's basically, I don't want to say it. No, I'm not going to say it. It's just so good.
Yeah, this
Like,
is something you need to watch.
Yeah, you just need to watch this show. Like, it is 9 episodes of total awesomeness.
Yeah.
Like, and it just, like, I was so worried for the second act where it would feel like when you watched season 1 of Stranger Things, and then the second season was good, but it just, like, you had already seen the cool stuff. So second season just felt like it's good.
Yeah.
And like it didn't raise the bar.
They're just stretching a good thing. Yeah.
Exactly that. And then the third one, I think, had that feeling even more where they're like, oh, we're going to try to make it sort of like Avengers where everyone cracks jokes all the time, for me at least.
Yeah.
And it just felt like the flattest season of them all. So I'm hoping that the fourth one is the one that redeems it. But
Hopefully.
this show, though, like it just feels like we only have 9 episodes.
Yeah.
That's all we're going to do.
Like,
And they're 40 minutes each.
I
am
know.
so pumped.
Yes.
Like they get to tell so much of the story in one episode and really flesh out their characters.
and you have a lot of good characters here too.
Dude, there are so many characters as well. It's
and
not
they
just
all get prime time, I feel.
Yes, but also the scientist guy,
Yeah.
Silco, the bad guy, gets a
Exactly.
lot of time. Even
Yep.
that fucking kid that is, the brawling kid in the
Yep.
beginning, that
Yep.
like he gets a bit of depth as well.
Yep.
Although you don't see him all that much, you still build him up. You understand him.
Exactly.
Like everyone that gets screen time gets to kind of like they explore him a bit, as much as you can in this short story.
Yeah.
But it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. This is.
I have nothing bad to say about this show. Like,
No.
like
No,
it
we'll
is-
see how it wraps up.
That is my worry.
Because
that
it could be a total failure. But no. Like
no,
at this
like
point,
at this point, like I don't even
it's-
care. Like,
nah,
dude,
just show me
dude,
more. Like that's all I want.
second act, those bad guys that we haven't seen before.
Oh my
I
god!
died. Like as soon
design
as
of
they
them,
came, dude,
amazing.
the design,
The way they
the
move,
masks,
The fucking smoke.
the smoke from the
so
boards.
good.
Oh my god!
Yes.
and the whole fucking scene, like
Everything.
that opening. I was like, we're watching that again.
Yeah.
Just that scene, it's so good.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, this is like a mental fap. Like this is the best to come out of animation since Spider-Verse.
Yeah. I will 100% agree with you.
Because again, they're doing what Spider-Verse did well.
Yeah.
It's the storytelling, it's the voice acting, just like the personality that they put in their characters.
Yeah.
And like in Spider-Verse, Uncle Aaron is probably one of the best characters in that show.
And he's like in it for 5 minutes,
Dude, exactly that.
Yeah.
Like the
But that's
amount of
all you need.
scenes. Yeah,
That's
but
the
they
thing.
fucking build him up
Mm-hmm.
with the shoulder touch and the
Hey.
personality. Yeah, the
Yeah.
hey, like all of that.
Yeah.
Like it is so good, and I feel that in this show, with the story and the mood that they're setting, like
Yeah.
it's so good. Like it is so fucking good. Like I'm probably gonna oversell this to some of you, and you're
yeah.
gonna hate it, but like what it made me feel, it's like
Exactly.
the only animated thing I've seen in a while that got me excited since Spider-Verse. Like
Yeah.
it all feels
Same.
like even like what is that Disney movie called with the dragon lady, the girl with the thing, Raya?
Oh, yeah, Raya and the Last
Who
Dragon.
cares? Yeah,
Mm.
that one.
Yeah.
Like it's so well done, and I care so little for
Yeah,
it.
but you kind of forgot it already.
Dude,
It's-
yes, that's what I mean. Like it's such a well-made movie.
Yeah.
But the story's stupid. Like I
Yeah.
don't know why, but that story just feels empty to me.
Yeah.
It feels like a Disney recipe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but it
here are
is.
Mickey Mouse ears on everything,
Mm-hmm.
and it has the potential to be such a great story.
Yeah.
But it's just like everything just feels, I don't know, like no one cares. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it does have stakes, but not they don't like. I don't know what they do wrong in that movie.
No, but I think that one is catered to kids. This one is catered to us.
Yeah, but I think
But
that,
also
like,
kids,
but the
you know?
Lion King, dude,
Yeah.
like it had, it was catered for kids, but everyone died, inside.
It wasn't catered for kids.
No, but I mean, it's like, here's your dad, now he dead.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Bambi, like, here's your mom, now she dead.
Exactly.
And then Dumbo,
Yeah. Here's
like
your
your
mama.
you're dead.
Yeah.
She dead. It's just like, no, but the thing is, without the emotional connection, you wouldn't care. Like when Dumbo is outside of his mom's fucking cage,
Yeah.
and they have their like snouts,
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
Like I won't watch that movie again.
Dude, I have not seen Bambi, just like I haven't seen E.T. or any other movie that made me
Shut up, Siri.
Siri.
God damn it.
But I haven't seen any of those movies because I just couldn't revisit how much that hurt.
No, and the biggest, like, we become the biggest wusses ever now. Like, we cry to everything.
Oh, yeah, it's worse now.
So, like, I wouldn't make it.
Yeah.
I would not.
Because back then, I was trying to be tough, and I cried.
And you could kind of pull it off. Like, you could fake it throughout the movie. You wouldn't start crying in like, Dumbo. Kind of.
Unless
you just focus on those annoying
you just
birds.
sit there and your tears are falling, but you're looking serious and focused. And you're going to kill the bastard. And
like we did in Lion King.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah.
But
that was just
our
to...
saving grace. We're gonna take. I'm gonna take his head. I'm gonna fucking twist up.
Oh man! But like I said, I watched that with my kids. We all three of us cried.
Yeah,
like it was horrible.
Fantastic.
Fuck you, Lion King.
Yeah,
and I feel that this movie won't make you cry. This show, but it just has you care enough for everything to matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I like about it. It's like perfect storytelling.
Yeah.
And now I wish my story looked exactly like that. And I only want to sort of talk about Arcane and draw Arcane and just do everything that is Arcane.
That's the shitty thing. Because now that I'm trying to plan out the graphic novel part of my graphic novel.
You just want to do Arcane.
Yeah. I started let's see what just a normal head would look like if I try to do it that way. It's just like, this is so much work. And I'm not even halfway there. Yeah. And I'm like, nope. Just not gonna try that.
Fuck, I love.
But that
Arcane,
would be cool.
Though. Yeah,
because the idea was to do sort of a semi-realistic approach to the graphic novel because that's what I love drawing.
Same.
But with sort of the manga action lines and stuff in collaboration with it. Because I haven't really seen much. Then
you should check out KSE 22333 or something. I'll send you his work.
Cool.
It's like very realistic. With speed lines and shit.
Oh, okay, cool.
So good.
Yeah, because I think that would work really well with the story that I'm telling.
I think his name is Kasa. I don't know. Maybe.
Seen anything else?
Nope. I've just rewatched Arcane twice.
Okay, cool.
And I've rewatched nothing up to this point.
I was super surprised that Disney had released the Obi-Wan teaser.
Oh shit!
On Disney.
Yeah, I saw that. I did not look at it. I don't look at any teasers. I didn't check the Boba Fett thing.
That looks promising. The Boba Fett one still, I don't know. Yeah. There's a Boba Fett documentary, which was actually really nice. I guess to build hype for the character, but cool to see the whole story of how he got invented, the first sketches, the first suit, everything. Even his what do you call it? The cape. Like the first thing they did was they took a, I think it was a bed sheet, Star Wars bed sheet, like something they just found. So he's got the cool suit on, but with this Star Wars printed sheet on him. Like, yeah. So that was like the first look. But that was really fun. Just a little side note. But then they showed first glimpse of Moon Knight, which looks...
Yeah, why is that familiar? Moon Knight.
It's a comic book hero.
Okay, yeah.
Very interesting, though. Like, I think he's schizophrenic and stuff.
Have you seen Eternals?
No.
No.
I actually... This might be one of the first Marvel movies that I don't want to pay for.
Yeah, I don't want to pay for it either.
Because, like, looking back at Black Widow and knowing what they can do wrong now, this feels like another one. And I've heard not so good things.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think I'm just gonna wait. Unfortunately.
Yeah. My problem isn't that they're making something I don't recognize or know anything about. It's what they made.
Yeah.
That it's just like I watched the trailer several times, especially the ones that are forced upon me every time I go at the cinema, and I just like. No.
Like, what is this?
Why would I watch this? Like, what is the interesting part? Like, all of the characters feel generic. No one and it's good actors and and actresses. Like, they're all awesome.
You know what this is? This is
money grab.
This is Marvel's version of Justice League, like DC style, because they haven't introduced any of these characters. They're putting them all together in one movie to introduce everything. That's why the red flags. aha, like I fucking.
That is true. That is actually a good point.
Connected
I haven't
it
thought
now.
of it. Like they've introduced
That's why.
everyone
Yeah.
within a like collected movie, and then they get their one off.
Yeah.
Or like their two offs or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. This. Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry, Disney. I'm not gonna pay for
I'm
this
not
one.
gonna pay for this one either. But
Yeah.
Spider-Man, hey,
Yeah. hey. Established character. Okay.
Yes, I
You
know.
cannot fail, even though
No,
they're
no,
introducing
but his
everything.
introduction though,
Yeah.
like it is
There is no better.
to this day my favoriteest introduction.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just like it's not only how he's introduced, it that he keeps being the best character in that show.
Yep.
Or like that
The
movie, ever.
and movies after.
You have a metal arm, like that whole thing, the Rogers thing, you know, with the shield and everything. It's all really good.
Yeah.
It's all really, really good.
Just that little sort of Brooklyn. You know,
Yes.
that interaction between them is the coolest thing I've ever seen,
Mhm.
and it just made me feel so good. And I'm not even American.
Yep. no, it's
Yeah,
so good. It's
perfect.
so good. And that's a good way to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, but that's giving it to the right people for the
Yes.
right reasons,
Yes.
not cash grab and let's put together a lot of famous faces and do
Rubbish.
more.
Yeah.
So yeah, Justice League. But they also released a little sneak for Willow, the show.
I know. I saw that. I did not watch that.
It was so you don't see anything from the show, but it's just a
No.
tease and introducing characters.
the cast.
Cast.
Yeah, I saw that. I
But
didn't
it's
watch
just it's like it's actually happening. I remember I told you like I read somewhere that they're doing a Willow show,
Mhm.
and now it's like legit.
And
So
it's
we're
cool that
getting
they're
it next
using the
year.
same actor from
Yes.
Willow.
So
It
yeah,
wouldn't feel like Willow without him. Like
he is Willow.
That's what I mean. Like he is.
Yeah,
like, you don't.
like how do you do
And
it?
he looks young for some reason. Like it feels like ages ago.
But he's got to be closer to 60
Dude,
now, right?
What the fuck? Yeah.
I mean, okay, he
Like
was
when I saw him in that picture, maybe that picture is a
He
bit
was
edited, but it
13.
was just like no, he was older.
no like 11 or 13 when he did Revenge of the Jedi. What? No,
Oh, shit.
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
The third Star Wars movie
Mm.
or sixth. That was his first movie,
Mm.
and that came out 80.
But who did Willow?
George Lucas.
Oh shit!
And
Yeah.
Ron Howard directed. George Lucas wrote it.
Mm. Yeah, I'm a
yeah.
bit afraid to watch that again.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it. Like the last time I saw it,
Okay.
it was.
Because I was
Year and a
thinking
half
of
ago.
introducing it to my kids.
Oh, but do they enjoy Lord of the Rings?
We have not seen no fucking Lord of the Rings. That is
No?
actually a really good tip. Because they love the Harry Potter movies.
So,
So
Lord
I'm
of the
thinking-
Rings is like stepping up from Harry Potter. That's
I
grown
don't
up.
know if that's a step up. I did not enjoy the Lord
Don't-
of the Rings.
Don't watch The Hobbit. Lord of the Rings
Oh
is
no,
good.
I'm never watching The Hobbit. I was invited for free several times. I said no. I had friends at work. They were like, no, it's all paid for. I was like, yeah, still no.
But then
Like,
I
don't want to
think,
see it.
Harry Potter, Willow, Lord of the Rings. Like I would go that way.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what's
Because
easiest to get a hold of.
Willow is fun.
Where can you see Lord of the Rings? What's
It's on Netflix.
is it?
I'm
Cool.
pretty sure.
I will check.
Or on Disney.
Yeah, it feels like they own everything now.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, but I'll check. Like I think that's a pretty fun thing for them to look at.
And
Maybe
also like
confusing.
very good Christmassy type movies too. So like
And
it just
for-
has like that sort of Christmassy feel.
Is there like a 1.5 hour version? Because I've seen them. Not impressed.
You know, you
is
could
there
just
one-
pause it.
Is there one where the ending is shorter, where they just like, oh, let's just toss it in here, bloops,
Well, you just pause it
or fast forward it.
or fast forward. That's why it's good to have DVDs because you can skip chapters.
Nah, it's
No.
good. You have it
Yeah.
on your phone and you just like, oh, look, they're
hey,
already at the
wow.
volcano. What?
Fantastic.
Look, eagles. Oh, look, ship. The end.
That was a good movie. Very good.
Let's watch Deadpool again.
Yay. But yeah, I haven't seen more. Or yes, I have. I've
I
seen a
have
lot
not
more.
seen
But just stuff that I don't remember.
Jungle Cruise. Let's go into detail. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
A play-by-play on Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, no. We need to throw darts so we can go home and
Yes,
sleep.
please.
Yes. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much for listening to Therapy Week at the Sketchbook Heroes Casa.
Yes. Hope we didn't destroy any of your dreams, and keep on keeping on and all that good stuff.
I think we did good.
Yeah.
I think we showed vulnerability.
Vulnerability.
How you say that? Vulnerability. Vulnerable. Yes, we showed vulnerable. And for that, thank you. Thank you. Up and up and out. Fuck. Fuck.